The National Training Center at Fort Irwin, California is one of only a few training areas in the world suited for force-on-force and live-fire training of heavy brigade-sized forces. In order to maintain operational readiness, Army officials say the installation must expand its training areas. As James Williams reports, the expansion impacts more than just soldiers.
Fort Irwin is expanding its training area by more than 100,000 acres. Some of that is desert tortoise habitat.
So the Army is moving about 770 of these endangered reptiles to public plots, overseen by the Bureau of Land Management.
Some of the threatened tortoises experienced speed for the first time as they were airlifted to their new homes. Environmental consultants attached tracking devices to each tortoise they relocated.
This is 4515.
This allows them to study the reptiles and determine how well they adapt to their new surroundings. Dr. Paula Kahn and her colleagues will observe the reptiles for at least 2 years.
What's the weight? 3,700.
Kahn says they're collecting data to determine the tortoise's social structure, like their courting, mating, and eating habits. It's an effort to ensure the tortoises remain healthy. After all, moving the reptiles to this location is costing the government about $10,000 a tortoise.
But when you have archaeologists and engineers and environmental professionals who for years have looked at this and continue to look at this, I'm confident that we continue to produce efforts that will stand the test of time and will stand the scrutiny that we are justifiably required to hold ourselves to.
Drought conditions throughout the Mojave have resulted in a low food supply for coyotes, and that has forced them to turn to any source they can find.
And that includes desert tortoises, including in just the past week, 2 of them which were found with their forelimbs chewed off.
Officials here expect the threatened tortoises to be safe from military training, and they hope the coyotes will find food elsewhere. James Williams, the Mojave Desert, California.